Hello, hello! It's me, Joy, and welcome to my YouTube channel. As I was racking my brain and imagination, I figured, what video should I make first? And then I was like, we need to stick with a classic. What better than an in-depth curly hair routine? So in this video, I'm going to take you through the exact steps of my curly hair routine to get these results. My biggest things for styling my curly hair is 1, definition throughout the curls and at my roots, 2, volume, and 3, just flexibility. Like if my hair can't move from the middle to a side part and then to a side part on the other side, quite literally, like I'm gonna start over. I hate having like a harsh middle part with my curly hair, so just avoiding a part and having definition throughout while also attaining volume is like my biggest goal. After many years of trial and error, I think I'm finally at a place where I can confidently say that I've perfected how to do those things. So let's get straight into this curly hair routine. I rotate between 2 different shampoo and conditioners. Today I use the Rich One Duo by Fenty Hair. This is their Moisture Repair shampoo and conditioner. However, another one that I also rotate between is the Redken Acidic Bonding Curls. This one is literally like dented in. You can tell that I love it. It kind of just depends what I want because this is an acidic bonding complex, whereas this one is more for like hydration. So I kind of just switch around between the two. I'd say I wash my hair like twice, no more than 3 times per week. I'm gonna take you guys through like a product run through of everything I'm gonna be using and why I use these ones specifically. I have like a 3A, 3B curl combo. So I feel like these products are the ones that have really worked the best for my hair. Obviously, I have a bunch of different hair products that I love, but these are the ones that I find myself using on like a very regular basis. Okay, so always, I start off with a leave-in conditioner or just some kind of like leave-in treatment. The Curl Talk line by Not Your Mother's is one of my favorite curly hair lines. It's also pretty affordable. I'd say all of their products are like under $11, but this is their spray leave-in conditioner. It's so good, like so good. This is what I'm gonna be using today, but another one that I also really love is the Fenty Hair Comeback Kit. This is their instant damage repair leave-in treatment, so I'd say if I want something that's gonna do a little bit more repairing for my curls, then I'll go in with this one. Then I go in with a curl cream. This is my favorite one. Like everyone's always asking me what my favorite curl cream is, and I think I've finally like made a decision among like the 10 of my favorites. This is Fenty Hair Homecurl. Oh my god, guys, like this stuff is so good, especially if you have like a similar hair texture to me. It's so moisturizing and it also gives my hair such a good cast. Like I feel like my hair has a lot of structure when I use this product. Some curl creams are more moisturizing, but I feel like this one is kind of like a gel and a curl cream like mixed in one. She is a little bit pricey though, so I'd say if you're trying to go for something more affordable, Marc Anthony, they literally make such good curl cream and both of these are under $10. Their coconut curl cream is my favorite one, but I'd say another really good option is Strictly Curls. They kind of just do different things. I'd say that this one is more for like if you want that structure and that anti-frizz treatment, whereas this one is just more hydrating and nourishing for your hair. These are all very good options. And lastly, while my hair is wet, I will scrunch in a gel. If you're coming here from my TikTok, this comes as no surprise that obviously it's going to be Curl Talk by Not Your Mother's. It's come to my attention that they actually have like 5 different versions of this gel, I'm pretty sure, but my favorite one specifically is the Sculpting gel. I've been using it since I'm not even kidding middle school, so she's been running with me for a while. But yeah, I'd say that this is my holy trinity personally. Like these are the ones that like if I'm sitting down to do my curly hair routine, 8 out of 10 times I'm picking these up. There are so many hairs in this thing, but lo and behold, my Denman brush. Love her. I detangled in the shower with a paddle brush, but this is what I use to like style my hair. I always just start off by brushing through. Obviously, I've already like gotten all the knots out in the shower, but it's just satisfying to me to like rebrush it. Before I go into section my hair, I just go in with the leave-in conditioner and I spray the whole thing down. This stuff also smells so good. Like side note, it's just incredible. Now all of the leave-in conditioner is evenly distributed, we can go into sectioning your hair. I use the long end of a fine tooth comb to do this, and then you also need a claw clip, obviously. I section my hair into 3 parts. I'd say that the first one, which is the bottom part, is probably like an inch or 2 above my ear. Like that. Here is where Miss Homecurl comes in. I just take a little bit of this. I'd say like that much is good. Oh my god, it's gonna be so underneath my nail, but it'll be okay. I just take it between my hands and run it through all of my hair down here. After you've raked the curl cream in with your fingers, this is where the Denman brush comes in. So you're gonna take your hair in sections and just take the Denman brush and comb through. And then you wanna brush away from your root like that, away from your face. You want to brush out like that instead of down because it's going to give you more volume and structure at your root, so the curls will stand up a little bit more on their own. The more room that you give your curls to breathe like up by your scalp, the more that they're gonna actually like curl up on their own. If you're just pressing them down, they're gonna be flat. I do that very loosely, and then I just scrunch up with my hands to kind of give them a little bit more bounce. And I just repeat that for everything. First section is done. We're essentially going to repeat that for every single part of my hair. I think it switches up a little bit as you get to the top because the motion is kind of different once you get up there, but that is generally what we're doing today. Before I clip this down and go to the next section, I take a little silk scrunchie and I just tie all of my hair back so that the individual sections don't get all mixed up. Now we're gonna go to the middle. I'd say that the way to part the middle section of your hair is actually just by taking the crown of your head like on its own, and then you're gonna clip that part up. Now we have this middle section down, and you see it makes it a lot easier to style it on its own because this part is tucked away. I'm gonna do the same thing with just a little bit of the Fenty hair curl cream and just evenly rake it through this entire section. Oh my gosh, sometimes like the amount of hair I lose when I do this, I'm like, this is a little bit concerning. I'm gonna do the same technique that I did on the bottom section with this middle section, just throughout the entire thing. I feel like my face of concentration probably looks so silly. Okay, middle section is all done. Let's move to the top. Here you can take out the silk scrunchie and just scrunch all of this together so it blends a little bit more. You guys should not be afraid to touch your curly hair. It's come to my attention that a lot of people are afraid to like shake it or scrunch because of frizz, but like a little bit of frizz never hurt anyone, in my opinion. I feel like it's more important to like blend all of the layers and the sections that you're doing together as opposed to like not touching it, because then it's just gonna look like really weird and like stagnant. Okay, but here is what we have right now. I'm going to take the same silk scrunchie and tie all of this loosely back the same way I did before. This top section is where it gets a little bit funky. I purposefully style my hair to avoid any kind of part so that I can just kind of throw it around however I want. So this top section is the most critical. Instead of taking it left to right, I literally just let it flop forward like that. You can kind of see up here how there's like a line, and you're just going to follow that line kind of forward like this, as opposed to like doing it left to right. I'm gonna look a little bit silly throughout this part because this piece of hair is just gonna like hang out here with me, but bear with me. The first section, then I like to twist this away behind my ear. I'm taking a little bit of the curl cream, getting it between my hands, and then you're going to rake this through this one piece. Now we're gonna do the same thing with just brushing backwards like that, shaking it out, and then scrunching up. When you style your hair this way, you're fully avoiding any sort of part altogether because you're kind of just like brushing the hair in clumps backwards. I'm gonna go through and do that same exact motion for this entire piece. I look so ridiculous right now. Okay. We're gonna take the scrunchie out. All of the curl cream is now in. The very first thing I do after all the curl cream is raked in is flip my head upside down and scrunch it. We're literally just getting everything blended together because we sectioned it. Okay, the last step, we're gonna go in with our curl defining gel. I'd say that I take like that much. This is actually for like the entire head of hair. I also do this part with my head flipped upside down, so I just scrunch everything up while the gel is in between my fingers. Just scrunch up with the gel to the left and the right. Okay, now we can sit back down and see what we're working with here. I just shake my head back to kind of let the curls flop and then shake it forward again like this. This is what my hair is looking like wet. Super, super promising, honestly. As you can see, I don't really have any kind of part going on up here because I like to just flip it around however I want. One thing I do though after all of this is I kind of just like spot touch up. So I look at areas where I'm like, oh, this looks kind of frizzy, and then I take some more curl cream and I just finger curl the individual pieces. This, for instance, I'm just gonna take a little bit of curl cream and go in this one little tiny section that looks a little bit frizzy. I'll rake the curl cream in and then I'll just finger curl these smaller sections. Now it's not frizzy at all. I think that the only area that really happens to is these like pieces that are in my hairline. You always want to do like every single motion that you do away from your face because it just gives you more volume. Okay, and that concludes my curly hair routine while my hair is wet. I'm an air dry type girl. Like, I don't really like to diffuse. I feel like it makes my hair look less shiny and like evenly blended. I'll diffuse if I'm like in a rush, but if I have the time, I just like to let it air dry. So that is exactly what I'm gonna do today. I'm just gonna go about my day and I'll be back to show you guys what it looks like when it's dry, how I scrunch some oil in, and just to finish up the curly hair routine. Hi. Okay. I'd say that right now my hair is about 75% dry. Still has a bit of ways to go, but at this point, this is kind of what I do. Hair oil, obviously. These are my two absolute favorites. I kind of rotate between which one I pick, and which one I pick is always contingent on just like what I feel like I want my hair to smell like. This is the OUAI hair oil. I'd say it's a more like floral scent. It's very fresh. And then this is the Olaplex bonding oil. I honestly could not even like describe this scent to you. It just smells good. So today I'm feeling like a little florally, so I'm gonna go in with the OUAI hair oil. I take 2 pumps of that in between my hands and I will literally just run my fingers over and scrunch my hair up and around. I do a little bit more shaking at the root and just scrunch kind of that like gel cast or just like any products that are like dried up now. I just flip it around and I get very like vigorous with it. A lot of people put their hair oil in when their hair is completely dry. I actually don't, because I feel like this makes my hair dry faster. Obviously this comes with me having to like deal with air drying my hair, so I'm just trying to like speed up the process as much as I can. I'm gonna give her like another hour or two and I'll show you guys how much my hair has dried and like expanded outwards from where it's at right now. And here is what my hair looks like fully dry. This probably took like an hour after I last filmed using the oil. If we're just going down my checklist, we have the definition, we have the volume, and we have the flexibility. Like, what else could I ask for in a curly hair routine? I truly mean it when I say that this routine never fails me. If you're looking to try something new with your hair, I would definitely recommend these products and this technique in general. I can't believe I ever used to hate this hair. Like, I just feel like my frontal lobe must have not been developed, because what was that opinion? But yeah, that concludes my curly hair routine. I hope that you guys enjoyed and maybe you'll follow along also. I can't wait to see your results when you try this routine out too. Bye.